Absolutely. We're live, darling.
All right. Sweet, sweet, sweet.
Which is it's an unusual evening for us to be live since it's a Tuesday instead of a Thursday.
I don't know. It's a weird,
And
I guess.
why does it look like I don't have a good connection for you?
I just moved my phone around.
I'm going.
There we go. Okay. I go back to this. There. How's that? Is that good? I can't hear you though. Looks like you're gone.
And it looks like I'm back. Can you hear
Oh,
me,
okay,
Matt?
good. Yeah, I can.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I went over to data instead of my Wi-Fi because I thought that was the problem. It just completely disconnected me.
Ah, okay, good. I thought it was
Yeah.
me.
Nope. So now that we're done working out the kinks live, why don't you introduce yourself and the reason we're here tonight?
Okay. My name's Matt Patterson. I'm the proprietor of the Beer Bash Music Festival, and we are just here to talk about the bash because it's this Saturday. Do a
That's
little,
awesome. I'm
I guess.
so excited about this. This is going to be so much fun.
Me too.
I
Me too.
before we even start, thank you very much for asking me to be a part of this. I'm really
Oh,
grateful for that, and I'm really excited about it.
awesome. Well,
So yeah. So
thank you for helping
that
out and part of it.
pardon.
Thank you for helping out and being a part of it. It's good.
Oh, of course, of course. I'm really excited about this. Um, hang on one second. Come here, you. Sorry, my Sphinx is chewing plastic, and that's not good. So,
Oh, good.
okay, so let's just dive right into this. The party's Saturday, June 3rd, and we're doing it at 129 Spadina Avenue at Sin Cycle in Toronto.
Yep, that is correct.
And
It's just right off of Spadina between Richmond and Adelaide on the east side. There's like an alleyway, and you just cruise down the alley, and it's there. It's kind of like an underground venue.
cool, cool.
Uh,
And you were giving me a little bit of history on the venue itself, and you mentioned that it was a film school.
so yeah, it's run by this eccentric old dude, I guess would be the best way to put it. And he runs a bicycle repair shop slash indie film theater. So during the day, he repairs bikes there.
Awesome.
And he does he rents it out for private events, but he also does film screening, and a lot of it is like the actual like old film strips. I'm not like a
Like
movie.
reel to reels and stuff like that.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
So
cool. Oh,
it's
that stuff
actually
fascinates me.
the walls of the place are littered with film reels, just from like anywhere from like the 30s to the 70s. It's yeah, pretty cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Sorry, my Sphinx is causing so much trouble tonight. If it's not the kids, it's the cats. I can never win.
It's okay. If you disappear, I can carry this.
Yes, thank God. Thank
Bust
God.
the guitar out. We'll be down to no viewers in no time.
Well, right now we've got three, so we're not talking to nobody.
Sweet, sweet.
But I find it fluctuates, and Restream only gives me the Restream number. It doesn't give me the number for Restream, YouTube, Facebook. It only gives me the Restream number. So there could be a million people watching us, and we won't know until we're done.
I think I shared it properly. So
So right on. Awesome.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Well, why don't we get into bands?
sweet. Do
Yeah.
you want to do it, or you want me to try and do it off the top of my head?
How about you try and do it off the top of your head? I'll cross off the list, and whatever's left, I'll let you know
All
what
right.
you missed.
All right, sweet. I'll start with the easy ones.
Okay.
So the first band's Omnivert. It's one of I'm playing in it twice. Not necessarily by choice, but like as my bands aren't gonna let me not have them on it. So Omnivert's on there. It's our second beer bash. We played for the first time last year at Beer Bash 5.
Awesome.
We're playing brand new set, a bunch of brand new tunes. So yeah, it should be pretty cool as long as we don't suck at playing the new songs. But I think we'll be all right.
Well, you guys did pretty good with all the old songs, so I have confidence you guys will be okay.
Well, we've been playing them for a long time, so we've had a
Yeah.
lot of practice. And then we got Evil Villain.
Yeah.
It's my band. It's our first time at Beer Bash. We're still like pretty new band. Just started gigging last year. It's actually the kickoff of our tour, as we're doing weekend tour all through June and most of July, pretty much from Windsor to Montreal.
Yeah, and you'll be in my hood for one of those shows, which is awesome.
That's true. St. Catharines.
Can't wait. June 16th. Not to plug any other parties or anything, but you guys are playing it, so I don't think it's that bad.
No.
I was playing it too.
Yeah. And Don Valley, who's Beer Bash alumnus, playing as well.
Yes, I love those guys.
So yeah, Evil Villain. It's our Beer Bash debut, and then the next easiest one is Detest.
Yeah.
That's part of our little rat pack that we have with the Omnivert and Evil Villain. We all share jam space together.
Yeah.
That is their 5th appearance at Beer Bash. They were the first band to play ever at the first Beer Bash. They were at 2, 4, 5, and 6.
Awesome.
Well, yeah, 5th appearance. And then next, another easy one, we got Chainfall, making their 5th appearance. I met those guys for the first time ever at Beer Bash 2. They hopped on as a replacement, and now we're lifelong friends.
Yeah, they're good dudes. They're very good.
Cool to have those guys on board. We've got the Rocksearch. I knew I would fuck that up, and I did, but they're like a younger deathcore band. I want to get some deathcore on the show, so that was I'm super stoked to have those guys.
Yeah, I'm excited for those guys. I really am.
I saw those guys at Tale of the Junction like 2 months ago, and yeah, I was quite impressed.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I've yet to see them live, so I'm excited about them.
Right on. Well, I think you're in for a treat.
Yeah.
And then we've got Please Stand By.
Yeah.
Kind of like a deathcore plus cleans sort of situation.
Yep. I love Ryan. He's a great dude.
Been playing with those guys a bit lately, so yeah, we're starting to become pretty good friends with those guys. And they're actually supposed to play last year, and a bunch of the band got COVID, and they were big enough grown-ups to admit that they have COVID, and they missed the show when it's supposed to getting everyone sick or whatever.
Yeah, you know what? That's humbling to know that we work with honest people in this industry, though.
Yeah, no, that meant a lot for sure. And we had like well over 200 people at the last one, so I'm sure like communicable diseases would have spread pretty quickly. So I had to pretty much have those guys back as a rain check. So I'm super stoked.
That's awesome.
We got On Deaf Ears.
Yeah, excited for those guys too.
They're like, how would I best explain them? They're kind of like metalcore. Pretty good mix of cleans and screaming. It's their second appearance at Beer Bash. Their first ever show was at Beer Bash 5. They did really well, sold a lot of tickets, played sweet. Good dude. I ran into Pete in the subway yesterday, actually. We had a nice chat. And those guys are just starting to become like genuine friends. They come to the Omnivert sessions and stuff. So
beautiful.
Super cool to have those guys. We got some punk bands. We got Spades GT.
Yeah, they're great. I saw them at Walter Bash for the first time.
Oh yeah, sick. Right on. Good.
Yeah. I like those guys.
I met those guys. So I met Tyler for the first time. He came and jammed with Omnivert a few times when we were looking for a drummer a few years back.
Awesome.
We just became friends from there.
Yeah.
And I wanted to. Often I like to get some punk on the show. So when I was looking for, a few punk bands to choose, they were like right at the top of the list,
Yeah.
which was super cool. So yeah, we're stoked to have those guys. They're open the show up.
Oh,
Uh,
right on. That's awesome.
and then there's another punk band. What are they called? Well and Wasted. Well and Wasted. I don't really know those guys too well.
Oh,
Uh,
I can take over this one if you want, because I
uh,
do know those guys really well, actually.
okay, yeah, okay, you take it.
They're well, where they're from is in their name. So they're a punk band out of Welland, Ontario, which is the armpit of the Niagara region, but also one of the most beautiful cities around here. So Morgan is also the lead singer of Go Ogopogo. So I highly suggest
Playing with
you.
those guys in golf in a few weeks.
Yeah, they're great dudes. Morgan's the lead singer of them too.
Those guys too.
So they were also in Sofa City Sounds Volume 2.
Sick.
So
Right on, right on.
yeah, I actually, one of the first times I saw Well and Wasted, they played with Laid to Rest, and I don't remember who the third band was, but it was like minus 38,000 outside, and it was me and Jillian Underhill and Christy Hales and the bands, and they put on one of the sickest sets I've ever seen. And that was it. It was so cold, nobody came out, and they played harder, I think, than I've ever seen them play before. So yeah, they're a great bunch of dudes, and I'm really excited that you got them on the bill this year.
Well, I was looking. First of all, I had like an overwhelming amount of bands apply this year.
Yes, you did.
The most ever. So it was tough, to kind of pick bands. But again, I wanted to have some punk on there, and the bands that had stuff on Spotify or whatever, I'd like listen to a song or two and just let's see how this feels. See how this feels. And so it turned out the night I was going through, I ended up listening to them for like 2 straight hours just while I'm going through like this band and that band. And seems I kind of like these guys. So yeah, it was, and they wanted to play last year. Morgan has communicated to me that this is kind of an event that's right up their alley.
Yes, it is.
So yeah, it just seemed like a natural fit to me. Yeah, it was. I'm excited to have them.
That's awesome.
All right, who's next? Effects May vary.
Yes, they're the next one I wrote down too that hasn't been crossed off yet. So that's awesome.
Cool. So they are an interesting situation. They're kind of like, they have some really poppy rock stuff, and they have some heavy breakdowns.
Yes.
And their singer, Charlotte, comes out in like this lab coat, and they pass out little pill bottles full of candy. So they're like a doctor themed sort of band. And yeah, they did great last year. They're young. They're young.
Yes. Yes, I've interviewed Charlotte and a few of the other band members a few times. They're great people though.
Yeah, super nice, super eager, and hungry, which I appreciate in that.
Absolutely.
And so yeah, they did a great job last year. I think they actually sold the most tickets out of any band. So like,
good for them.
Kind of had to bring them back, and they did super good. So was really everything. Promoter side of me, like they did really everything you could ask. So yeah, they are back.
That's
We got
awesome.
Itis.
Yes. They're in Volume 4. Can't
sick.
wait.
That's awesome.
So is Evil Villain. I guess we should have said that.
Well, whatever. It's cool.
So
we'll have time to promote that down the line, I'm sure. So.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It just ties in with sponsorship. That's all.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Fuck.
That's twice you said it, and the whole world heard it.
Anyways, Itis, they're a band we've only gotten to know recently. Yeah. They played at Omniverse Sessions #3 on it was the end of March. And they were just like natural buddies with everyone. Like we've really kind of taken to palling around with those guys already.
That's fantastic.
And yeah, they're how would I describe them? They're kind of they're pretty sludgy, mostly clean vocals. So they really got like that doom sludge sort of sound going. Single guitar. They had great tone. Their drummer Vince, super good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
super sweet guy too. Really
great
easy to
people.
get
Yeah,
along with.
we're all super nice.
Everybody is.
Super appealing to me.
Yes. Great word.
So yeah, super excited to have Itis.
Yeah. Right
Okay,
on.
prospects. Wow, I'm
Yeah.
doing a pretty not bad job here so far. Prospects sound like they take a lot of influence from Between the Buried and Me, uh,
Sweet.
who is one of my favorite bands in the whole world.
Amazing.
So I, immediately with the sound, I was intrigued. I know them because their drummer Anthony has been playing drums for Please Stand By. Uh,
Okay.
yeah. The first time I saw him on drums with Please Stand By was with Evil Villain at the Bovine in January.
I was there.
We're all, yeah, you were there. That's true.
I was there. That was the first time I actually met you in person after 3 years of us being friends.
Wow, that's like crazy.
I know.
So, anyways, we were all super impressed by Anthony's drumming that day, and so the same kind of thing.
Yep.
Kind of palled around with him a bit. So when he put his band, out there to maybe play, I listened to all their tunes. But really good tunes. So that was a choice mostly made by their music.
Sorry, hang on, my cat's having a sneezing fit.
All good. Yeah, Prospect, super stoked to have you guys, especially because of the musical aspect of it all. So that's I'm fired up about it.
Amazing. I can't wait. The list of bands is absolutely sick. It's amazing.
Say it again, sorry.
I said the list of bands is absolutely sick. It's amazing.
We get through the whole list.
Yeah.
We did?
Yeah.
Sick. That's awesome. I didn't forget anyone.
Not one, and gave valid explanation for every band.
Good. Right on.
That was awesome. And I wrote them down because I couldn't remember them all.
I didn't think that either, but I don't know. I just talk about one until the next one pops in my head.
Yeah. That's smart. William said he can't wait for Beer Bash. He's super excited.
Who? Sorry?
William.
Oh, Mr. Yum.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super cool to have him. That's like basically like scene royalty, right? So
He is. He's part of the metal paparazzi.
exactly. He was like the dude for a long time. Like this guy, like you'd go to a show and it's like he was almost more famous than the bands.
I know. I know. So no, that's awesome though. We have a lot of amazing people in this scene, which is it just shows by the list of bands that you just named off, let alone all the people that support it and are a part of the audience.
And there's so many awesome bands that couldn't play.
Yeah.
Because like, there's only so much time and so much room.
Yeah.
So there's bands I'm hopefully looking forward to having in the future too.
Yeah.
And I posted the list of Beer Bash alumnus on the page the other day, and some pretty impressive. Some bands that certainly did fade away, but some that are still out there killing it. Like look at Invicta, Death Perception. Johnny No Cash had like one hell of a run.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And he's actually doing really well with his podcasting and his van life and stuff right now. So
good. Yeah. I miss Chuck.
Yeah. Me too. I heard he's supposed to be in the province in July for a little bit. I don't know where he's going to be or for how long. So
fair enough.
Yeah. So what else do we have to talk about? You picked some fucking dynamite sponsors this year.
Oh yeah, well, it's sweet to have my Nerva cannabis back. Last year, so when I first started doing Beer Bash, we had a dispensary sponsor, and this was back when dispensaries were still semi-legal.
Yep.
And yeah, it just felt like a really natural fit. That's the first time we did the prize draw, and these guys like brought me like a dab rigs and bongs and shit. Like it was like one hell of a fucking pack.
Yeah.
So I always kept that in my mind. Like I'd like to get another dispensary on it at some point. And So yeah, I live in the annex, and there's like every third business right now in my neighborhood is a dispensary.
Yep.
Uh, so I like to try the different ones and like see, and just it's the people at Minerva that really drew me to them because yeah, Byron and Paul are just like super nice guys, and every time I go in there, it's like I just be in there like shooting the shit with them for like
Yep.
40 minutes every. I'm going to buy like some CBD pills or some shit. I should be like in and out, and just
Yep.
end up like, oh, blah blah this
I have
and
one of those here too.
Byron is actually old buddies with Austin, who is my partner in Beer Bash.
Yeah.
He does pretty much everything behind the scenes. So
Yep.
I take care of a lot of the booking and the marketing and that aspect, and then Austin takes care of everything with the tech. So basically, once the day starts, my job's kind of done. I've done
Yep.
everything I have to do, and Austin is in charge. He runs the
Yep.
day. So anyways, him and Byron like go way back. So when I asked him about helping out with being a sponsor, he was like super willing and super accommodating. And yeah, I mean, this guy, he brought like packs and packs of pre-rolls and just passed them out last year.
That's amazing.
Was super cool. I mean, it fits in with the vibe and the aesthetic of the show.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
and so yeah, this year they're coming back. They've donated another swag bag for the upcoming merch draw, and I've been told they're rolling a quarter-pound in pre-rolls.
Oh,
Yeah.
they better come find me at the draw table.
Oh, they'll be. I plan for them to be like right beside you, so I'm
Oh,
sure you'll be able to have your fill on that, which is good. They're
so
coming. They're coming by because they got a store to run. So Byron will be by, I think, around 5:30.
yeah. Well, awesome.
He'll have the weed in tow, so he'll be making
That's
sure to
awesome.
pass it out, and hopefully we can get some more business from Minerva because yeah, they're a great dispensary run by great people.
That's fantastic.
And then Ryfield Studios. What can I say
Yes.
about those guys that everyone doesn't already know? They're just
I
fucking
know.
nicest, chillest dudes. Everything. I mean, I don't really need to explain, their casts or whatever, but they just bring bands in, have them play live sets off the floor. They shoot video and then upload it with board sound. So it's like you've recorded an album in one take with video. And
It's crazy.
they literally just do it out of the goodness of their hearts. Like
Yeah.
they're not making any money or anything off it. They're just trying to, support the scene, help the scene, and
Yeah.
that's something that really resonates with me a lot.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well, they're musicians themselves, right?
yeah. Ben is in two bands because he's in Order and Entropy
Okay.
as well, and then they play in a band together called All That Is Unholy.
Yes.
So yeah,
Awesome.
they get it. They get it.
Yeah.
So
No, I'm excited. I'm excited to actually meet those guys in the flesh. They do a lot of good stuff for the scene, so that's amazing.
So they're actually bringing their operation on the road with them, and they're going to be video recording one song from every band set
Awesome.
and then uploading it to their channel. So in a way, the show will kind of be captured forever, which is super cool, and bands will be able to go back and watch like their song from Beer Bash 6. And then
Yeah.
other
No,
people will
that's
see it,
awesome.
just raise awareness for future beer bashes and that.
Yeah.
It's super cool. And they're going to host the whole thing too. So they'll
Which
be
is
up there,
amazing.
yeah, having a little chat about each band before they go on, which is super awesome. I had a host one time, and I thought it went over really good.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's
it's
wicked.
super,
Well,
super.
and with that many bands, it's kind of nice to be able to have that little bit in between to kind of keep the crowd going.
Yeah,
So
agree.
yeah, that's great. That's awesome.
Yeah,
And you couldn't have picked better people to host the show. Like being a writer and a podcaster, I don't have a lot of time to read or to watch a lot of other stuff. And I tune into those guys all the time. All the time. I love what they're doing for the scene. Actually, Crimson Asphalt just chimed in and said they're definitely amazing for the bands without the ability to record themselves. I think it gives them that little bit of motivation after they hear themselves to hear what they sound like recorded to actually push themselves to get there. So
that's an excellent point. That's an excellent point. Fully agree.
Yeah. So, well, Crimson Asphalt actually helped put that point on the table. So, so yeah. So it's exciting for you to have them and have them hosting. So they seem like they're pretty personable guys.
Yeah, so I went there for the first time with Omnivert about a year ago. And yeah, just one of those things. We all palled around. It was a great time. Like, we were like almost sad to leave. And you've seen the like organic growth of their channel and their page and their socials and all that over the last year, which doesn't surprise me at all.
No.
And it's it's fulfilling, to see something you want to do well, do well.
Yeah.
Evil Villain was actually there last Saturday.
Yeah, with Evil Villain.
Yep.
I saw your little 30-second promo for Beer Bash with the guys.
Oh yeah.
You did great, Matt.
Oh well, I just stood there pretty much.
I know.
That was my plan.
The promo was actually really good.
Yeah, that was exactly what I wanted it to be.
Well, I mean, it's genuine. It's real. There's no trying to edit out who you guys actually are and put that professional, unprofessional touch to it. You guys just let it go who you were, and I think that's what made it a good promo and made it genuine.
Well, the drinks were flowing through our podcast pretty well, so yeah, it wasn't hard to have that natural vibe. That was a one take too. We did that one take.
That's awesome. I love when that happens. I do. I think that's why I do everything live, because I would be up for days trying to edit out all the stuff and make it perfection. So I find it way easier to do it this way, because then we get the genuine cut of the interview. So
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So who else you got for sponsorship?
Geez, do we have any more?
Oh, I don't know.
We got Fucking Sofa City Sounds is our third sponsor. And again, it was like a natural, similar to the Ryefield situation, where I just see you out there trying to organically, help curate the scene and get bands listened to and noticed. And, again, that's just something that resonates with me a lot. So I thought it was a natural ad to have you there.
Well, I appreciate it. Absolutely. We have good flow when we talk and we work together, and I say it every interview, and today is no different. You put up with my shit and I love you for it. So I couldn't be happier to be a part of
all
this.
Those kids down for money at the doors the other day. So.
Pardon?
So we did a pretty good job of shaking all those kids down for money at the doors the other day.
Matt, I really do wish you were standing behind me when the guy with the headphones came upstairs. Talk to Tim about that. You really had a pit bull in your corner that night.
Oh yeah, it's good. I like that.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, it's important. Like I say this all the time. You don't support your friends by getting in for free. So all those people that are like, oh, I'm with the band. That's great. You're leaving the band broke, because you're not paying for your tickets, and that leaves the other bands and then they can't tour and they can't do the things they want to. So the way we support the bands is by paying for the bands, buy their merch, download their stuff, share their stuff. Sharing their stuff is free. If you don't have the money, share their stuff. Ask them for a sticker so you can put it on a random window,
I agree.
So David Wolf from 97.7 just popped up and said, Matt, it's the Wolf. Amanda knows me. I will send you a friend request on Facebook. I used to live in the Annex and Talk Building at Bloor in Huron. It was over 50 years ago. David's an associate of 97.7.
Cool. Right on. I look forward to the friend request.
Yeah, David's a great guy.
Thanks for tuning in and listening to us shoot the shit.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a few. Dustin's here, and my best friend Jules is here. She called us a bunch of badass motherfuckers. I don't think she's wrong. Crimson Asphalt's chilling out. They said that Ryefield Studios is the drunkest interview they've ever done.
I imagine it's the drunkest interview a lot of people have ever done.
But you guys all leave with a smile on your faces, and that's what's important.
I didn't want to leave. I was just chatting with Shane earlier, and I was like, I I mean, I had to go to the show. Uh, I
Yeah,
just wanted to stay and booze, like out in the they're out in the boons, right? And I live
yeah,
like fucking downtown, so just
yeah.
breathing that country air, super nice. But
Oh, I know. The country air makes you drunk, let alone the alcohol.
yeah,
Seriously, it is, and they've got some stuff coming up too, and we'll talk about that later because you're involved in that. Um, but yeah, I'm super excited to meet them and party with them, and all of us network together and stuff like that. Um, I actually have you have a bag with you of the donation for the draw for Minerva, right?
I do. I
Okay,
do.
you don't have to show everything in there, but did you want to pull one thing out and give them a sneak peek of what they might get from them? And
Well,
I
they've
guess
given
we should
me
mention that I'm the one who's going to be taking all your money for the draws. Oh,
yes,
that's awesome. So
yeah,
it's me that you want to come see for
yes.
the night of the draws. And I figured out the tickets. I think we're going to go one for $2, two for $3, or sorry, three for $5, or I'll give you a whole sleeve as long as my arm for $10. So I mean, a deal's a deal, right?
A deal is a deal. Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
great. I'm
Yeah.
glad
And
you're
you've got,
handling it because I've done
right.
a bad job of the draw in past years.
Well, I mean, I worked in retail for 25 years and I used to sell snow to Eskimos. So we'll hopefully turn it around this year.
Nothing's
You got
ever
some
done
sweet.
bad. It's always done well, but it's like in spite of me.
Well,
Uh,
well, let's do it this year along with you instead of in spite of you.
yeah. Well, just
So, and
having someone like kind of be dedicated draw person is like a big help.
yeah,
Uh, so, and all the
absolutely.
money. I guess I'll just delve into this real quick. So last year, uh, we turned a profit for the first time.
Beautiful.
Also, and I tweaked some of the numbers and stuff like that. And it
Yeah,
takes like a few tries to figure out how to make it work, right? Uh,
absolutely.
so last year was the first time we turned profit. And we donated $800 to charity.
Beautiful.
Cool. This year, I'm not gonna do charity just because you see a lot of stuff going around these days and a lot of people complaining about a lot of problems in live music, just a lot of the greed from venues and promoters and stuff like that, and it's just make go out and do their thing and really like make any money.
Right.
uh, so decided no charity this year. I'm just gonna kick all the assuming there's profit, I think there will be. I'm just gonna kick everything back to the bands, uh, just to kind of show, just to like kind of show to the world that you can have something that's cheap for the concert goer because
Yep.
for your $30 ticket, you have as
Yep.
many beers as you want, and you're getting 12 bands. So it's like a whole day of music and entertainment and a whole day of alcohol for $30.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
could still make something like that turn a profit.
Yeah.
It took a while to figure it out.
Well,
But
I
yeah,
mean, it's a labor of love, right?
it is. And yeah, just getting bands paid, something I'm really taking to heart lately these days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
We've had multiple conversations about this, and I think what you're doing for the scene is incredible, Matt.
well, thanks. I appreciate it. But the draw
Absolutely.
is one of the revenue streams from the show.
Yes. Yep.
So again, everything from the draw, if we make $700 from the draw, then that's $700 that's getting kicked back into the profits for
Yep.
the bands.
Yep.
So
Yep. So I'll be coming for all your money.
this is my Nerva swag bag. There's a few. I think there's a toque, a t-shirt, and a baseball cap. I
That's it.
seem to have pulled the baseball cap here. It's just my Nerva. It's like, I don't know if it's a snapback, not really, but it's got this thing. Anyways,
Yeah.
pretty cool hat. The
Right on.
t-shirt suit. We posted a picture of that on the event page today.
Right on.
And most, if not all, the bands are going to be donating a piece of merch as well.
Yep.
So for your couple tickets or whatever, if you win, you're gonna walk home with a whole pile of stuff.
Yep. Yep. You're
Uh,
also going to get volume 1, which there is only 5 left of these. So you'll get a copy of this. You'll get a copy of volume 2. And you'll get a copy of volume 3, which you guys are featured in.
I know that one. I know that one.
So, and you guys are, your Evil Villain is also going to be featured in volume 4.
That's
so
exciting.
yeah, I'm like, I really love working with you. So this is exciting for me. I'm happy to be able to do this.
Awesome. Yeah, likewise.
So,
likewise.
yeah. So when everybody walks in the door, come straight to me for your tickets. If not, I'm coming for you. And
well, we can have a drink first.
Well, I kind of want their money first.
Yeah. Well,
then I'll hit them up again after a couple of drinks when they don't remember that they've come to me already.
Slap down a 20.
Yeah. I'll hand them an armful. They'll hand me 2 tickets back. That's fine. So, no, I think this is great. I mean, $30 for all you can drink beer for the day. You can't get 3 fucking beers in Toronto for $30 anywhere.
Some places you can't get 2.
Well, yeah. You know, and if you're in the North End, you're lucky if you're getting a full beer at $30. So, you know, I was, you know, probably not realistic, but it's realistic that you get to drink all day for $30 if you show up and see us on Saturday.
I think it's the best deal in music in Toronto anyway. I mean, I'm sure like other people have done similar stuff before, but
so Matt said, or Crimson Asphalt says you got them a great show at Doors on Saturday. It was a great crowd, great vibes, and even the PA started to cooperate by the end of the night.
That's because they mixed to the vocals.
They sounded so tight that night.
I know.
Seriously.
Kind of like the album.
Everybody did. And the best part about that show was me and my ex-podcasting partner, TJ, we discovered Last Dance Amongst Wolves. We did an interview with them, and then I didn't talk to them for 2 or 3 years. Show up to see you, and they were there. You were there. All my other friends were there. It was a great night.
Got to give a shout out to Kaboom Management. They're based out of Montreal.
Okay,
and,
sweet.
They are management for Last Dance Among Wolves.
Okay, I didn't know who managed them.
Evil Villain, again, our tour kicks off at Beer Bash, and then we're going to be on the road every weekend through June and most of July. So Kaboom Management booked us in Montreal.
What is the date of that show?
That is Sunday, July 9th.
Perfect.
At the Trackside, which is like it's
awesome.
Like probably the show I'm most excited for on the whole tour.
That's awesome.
So when they booked us, I was like super grateful, and just kind of said, you know, if you guys ever need any help in Toronto or Hamilton, let me know. We'll do what I can. So Last Dance Amongst Wolves was supposed to play the Kill Room this past Saturday, and the show got pulled. So they were kind of left with the Hamilton show. So yeah, just threw that together as a favor to Kaboom Management, pretty much, for helping us out. And yeah, awesome. All the bands do really good. Star Freak, that was their first show. They did great with the draw.
They were fantastic.
Yeah, they were super cool. Super nice guys too. And Stuck in Neutral, they were cool.
Yeah, they were good.
Crimson Asphalt, of course, they were great. It was great to see those guys. I'm glad they got
I destroyed them and tortured those motherfuckers the next day, man. I'll tell you.
Oh, I heard.
Pretty sure that Darren slept next to the toilet, and Damien didn't make it off the couch at Crimson Asphalt headquarters the next day. So my mission was accomplished.
I'm not fucking doing it.
You should. We actually, we're gonna. Matt and I had Matt and I. You're Matt. Josh and I had a conversation today, and I think you'll like some of the things that we came up with. So I think you should. Burning rings of fire. You're not wrong, Steve. So I'm live. Give me 2 seconds, okay?
Yeah. Oh, you're not.
Oh yeah, go take charge of our living room.
He's not talking.
So yeah, so you should come and do it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And if not, remember that you absolutely can get out of it. But if you get out of it, your boys have to take the fall for you not being able to eat them.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they agree to it, then sweet.
No, I'll talk to Jacob. I'm pretty sure he's in for this anyway.
Yeah, maybe that may be true. We'll see. I mean, I can't do it. I can't get through a bag of jalapeno Cheetos.
No, you know what? I get it. Before I had my heart attacks, I couldn't. Yeah, yeah, Damien, you definitely survived. I couldn't sniff a hot pepper without dying, and now nothing is hot enough for me, and I don't know. I don't know why. So I figured I'd torture you guys all along with me.
Phone, sorry about that.
No worries. No worries. I mean, it happens. That's why we do things nice and free around here, because we got to leave room for things like that to happen. So,
That wasn't
and
so
there was
bad.
no stains on your ceiling that I saw. So,
Good.
so I don't know. I think we covered it all, but I'm going to throw all of this out really fast at everybody again. It's at Sin Cycle at 129 Spadina on Saturday, June 3rd, 2023. The doors open at 3 o'clock. There's most likely going to be a lineup, so you might want to start showing up around 2:30 to get to the front of the door. You've got sponsors. You've got Ryfield Studios, who are also going to be hosting. You've got Minerva Cannabis, who is also going to be making sure that everybody is nice and mellow throughout the event, as well as donated some sweet merch from their store. So make sure you check them out on all their social medias, or actually just go into their store and buy their shit. You know, everybody knows what Sofa City does. We make sure that all the bands get the spotlight that they need when they first get onto the scene. We try to throw as many shows as we can, but in between the podcasting and the hot sauce torture, we don't have tons of time. So we work with lovely people like Matt Patterson, because he gets shit done. We've got bands. We've got Well and Wasted, Omnivore, On Deaf Ears, Evil Villain, Chainfall, The Paraxium. I think that's how you say it. FX May Vary, Please Stand By, Itis, Detest, Spades GT, and Prospects. If you want stuff, come see me. Let me take some money out of your pockets, and I'll possibly make room to put some stuff in there at the end of the night. Think we covered it, Matt? No, we didn't. $30 now, $35 at the door. $30 now, which means it's $5 cheaper to drink, and that means you can give me an extra $5 for the draw.
That's true. That's true. So yeah, I did want to say real quick, advance tickets are starting to run pretty low, but there are some left. So contact any of the bands. First of all, contact any of the bands. See if they have tickets left, because I want the bands to get paid. So it's best to buy them from the bands. If not, you can always DM me. I'm taking e-transfers and assigning non-physical tickets. So you just present your assigned number at the door to be let in. I've already sold a bunch like that, so that should be on the event page as well. So yeah, if you can't get a hold of any of the bands, or you don't know any of them, then just get in touch with me. I'll set you up.
And if you don't know Matt and you know me, I will put you in direct contact with him.
And I guess the one thing I would really just want to say the most is that there's a lot of people out there that have no problem going to see some big name artist spending $300 or $400 to see, one dude sing to auto tune with a laptop behind it. If you like that, okay, cool, whatever. But there's like the stigma that a lot of people will pay $200 for a big name, but won't pay 10 to see their friends, and that's something that I'm trying to change.
You did a good job.
If you want to see live local music in Toronto and Ontario grow and become the thriving entity that it should be, you've got to be the change that you want to see. So I would invite anybody, hearing this or whatever, to buy a ticket, come on out, see what it's all about. And support, you're supporting Ontario bands. You're supporting your scene. And you're helping show that it is possible for local music to not only survive, not only thrive, but make money for the bands. Because
absolutely. And I just want to add to that. Sorry, go ahead, Matt.
I said, anyone who's played in a band, it costs a lot of money to play in a band.
Yeah.
And then you go and you play a show and you get $60 at the end of the night. And of course, you don't necessarily play music for money, especially not heavy music.
No, but we can't continue to drive our passion without something to drive it.
And I just think it is possible. I think it is possible for local bands to go out there and make money. It just has to, need people to run shows the right way.
Absolutely. And what I was going to add to that was all these big bands people are paying $800 for. They all started just like every one of you guys. They all started in these bars. You didn't know who they were until they got to that stage. Well, we don't know who our local bands are until we go in and we support them.
Exactly.
And our local bands are our friends, our family, our children, our parents, and we know that firsthand.
I agree. I agree. I have nothing to add to that.
So, well, it's been a fantastic interview. I'm super excited we were able to squeeze this in because we were worried about this.
Me too.
Yeah. So well, timing wise, not that we couldn't do it because we work pretty well together, but trying to squish this in with my schedule and your schedule, I think we pulled it off pretty well, and we gave ourselves 50 minutes to do it. So,
yeah.
Last Dance Amongst Wolves said cheers and thanks for coming out to the show on the weekend in Hamilton, and thanks for everything. So, yeah, hopefully that's awesome. We actually you actually drove quite a few. Bleh. Here we are. Let's try this again. Not today, darling. No bruises on my knees.
Your words.
Better me than you, though, because then it's harassment. Anyway, now that I've been tongue-tied and called out for it, this has been a pretty fantastic interview. Well, I guess update, interview, advertisement, plug, all those things. It's always a pleasure to work with you. And just so everybody knows, Matt doesn't just put on shows. He's the lead singer of Omnivert and Evil Villain. And I know he said that they were his bands, but that's all he said because he's humble and wanted to make sure that everybody had their few minutes when he was talking about them. But Omnivert and Evil Villain are fantastic fucking bands. They're all great guys. And along with checking out all 10 bands, definitely put those guys on your list to listen to.
Yeah, that would be sick. Evil Villain's got an EP coming out very shortly.
Yeah, which is exciting.
Coming out shortly, and a Ryfield set's coming out shortly.
I know, I can't wait for that. That's exciting. Do you know what day your Ryfield set is coming out?
I think it's supposed to be the day before Beer Bash, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
It's, I think 3 days from now. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it is. Make sure to follow us on our socials. We're on TikTok and Facebook at Evil Villain 416.
Yep.
We do our best to release a lot of, music content, but just goofy content of us jackassing around too.
I've seen a few of those. They're pretty good.
Good. Well, we aim to improve at that kind of content. So, but yeah, make sure to follow us on the socials because we're going to be all over Ontario and a little bit in Quebec as well in the next 2 months. So we'd love to see people out at the shows. And with Omnivert, we are at Omnivert Metal on Instagram. Just search us Omnivert on Facebook. We've got a brand new album. It's not going to be out for a while, but it's mostly written. So we're going to be taking, we're playing the Ryfield Fest, for example, in August. And, we'll play a few shows in the next coming months after Evil Villain gets back. But you'll be looking to hear from us towards the end of the year. And yeah, I'm really stoked about the new Omnivert tunes. It's been a fun musical journey making them with the boys and stuff. And yeah, we're gonna pretty much we're gonna debut a bunch of the new stuff at Beer Bash. So it'd be cool to get some feedback on all of it.
Super excited. I am. I'm super excited.
6 Omnivert Metal.
Wicked. Awesome. Right on. All right. Well, I don't want to cut this short, but if we keep talking, we're going to start running into a whole bunch of other stuff. And I really like to leave Beer Bash stuck in everybody's heads. $30 now, but tickets are running low. You're going to be paying $35, which means you have less money for me. And the whole goal here is to get in, drink as much beer as you can, and win some prizes. You can't win prizes if you don't have any money to give me, people. So on that note, Matt, it's always a pleasure. I love your face. You're a fantastic dude. You're doing amazing things for the scene. Please don't stop doing them. Please.
Oh, okay. I won't.
I'll be meaner the next time.
Fair enough.
So
thank you for having me as well. It's good to get get the message out and stuff like that. Yeah. And so yeah, I appreciate you using your platform to help me.
Well, that's what we're here for.
That's it.
That's why we're here. If you guys didn't do what you do, I couldn't do what I do. And if I didn't do what I do, then we wouldn't be able to shove you guys into everybody's faces more than you guys already do. So, we're here to, like, you guys already do it all on your own. You're great with networking and marketing, but I'm here to give you guys that extra boost. So
we love you for it.
Well, I appreciate that. I love your face too.
It's like the first time a girl said that to me in a long time.
I do love you, Matt. You are one hell of a person, and you have become a very close friend of mine over the last little while, and I appreciate you a lot.
Thank you. I appreciate you too.
So yeah. So on that note, I'm going to kick everyone else out. I'm going to talk to you for 2 minutes, and then I am going to go and pick up my older child and get them ready for Newfoundland.
Right on, right on.
Yep. They leave the day after Beer Bash. So
on fucking Saturday.
Yeah. All right. I will talk to you later. June 3rd, people. Be there or be fucking L7 weenies.